Good evening and welcome to Competitive Team Championship. We are back for round 8 and we're getting ourselves over to the one and only. It's the Silverstone Grand Prix. With its 5.891 kilometre long circuit and 18 turns, 2 DRS zones and 2 detection points. The home of Formula 1 racing back in 1950. And, well, we're going again for what will be a sprint race followed by a 50% Grand Prix, as you expect, with it being a sprint weekend. My name is Corey Brooks, one of your two commentators for this evening. Join with me in the booth, it's Tiny Penguin. How are we doing, my friend?
We're doing well this evening, mate. It's nice to see you back in the comms booth with me. Obviously, he's not been around for the last like 3 races, so it's good to have you back.
No, it's been a disaster. Bit of a timing schedule for me, but we are back. And what a place to do it in. Silverstone, the home of Formula One, always opens the door for some mighty close, fine battles as the championship starts to come down to the final closing rounds. This being round 8. You've got one more round in this little bit of a stint, this 3 race stint before we have a week break, and that being Belgium. After that, you come back for the final 3 rounds. So all the points are needed, but we only have 17 drivers joining us tonight. There are no drivers for FRT. So here you'll be able to see the lineup as we get going and waiting for what will be a one-shot qualifying. There you can have a quick little
Yep.
scour over, and we will take to the track in about 10 seconds time so you can see who is going to be on pole for what will be the 9 lap sprint. I think it's only 9 laps.
Obviously as well. TF10 only has one driver today, which is sad. I got told by one of the managers, one of their drivers is Australian and he has school tomorrow, so he can't race. And 5 of his team are all at the Sim Racing Expo, so he only had 2 drivers tonight. But apparently one of those drivers is not available either. So poor TF10.
Well, that's unfortunate though, but we are waiting for the one-shot qualifying to get underway, which we've been graced with another 30 seconds. Um,
Of wait time, yes.
I
Yeah,
sort
this
of
is also as
browsed
well.
in.
Yeah, as well as like we've also had like 2 weeks of no FRT racing, so I think us admins are gonna have to possibly make an executive decision
Ooh.
unless I can get confirmation from the team that they're actually just gonna pull out because they've not been able to race the last 2 weeks. So
Well,
anyway,
here we go. We're underway for our one-shot qualifying, and we will go on board with the man who seems to be at the front, being Francesco Lago, who's been immediately jumped by Lucas Bezner as we get going through the first couple corners of Sector 1, coming back around the loop and around Village. And now you'll have to get yourself flat to the floor out of Aintree and onto the Wellington Straight. Get that rear wing open to boost you all the way down to Brooklands and Luffield before you come back around Woodcote, and it seems like Francesco Lago will be the one to take pole position. So far looking very, very strong coming through that first sector. Back around Luffield, we're going up towards Woodcote, flat to the floor before you come towards the famous and lovely Cops Corner, which you should be met with a downshift and a full send to the right. Keep it within the white lines and you'll have no struggles whatsoever. And once again, another fan favourites, Maggots, Beckett's and the Chapel Curve. You keep it absolutely flat through Maggots, and as you come back around Beckett's, you ease off before you flat to the floor once again around the Chapel Curve and opening that rear wing for some DRS boost. Flat all the way around before you just lift, downshift and rotate around Store Corner before you come down around Vale and Club to finish off your flying lap. One shot qualifying. It's a battle between Hatala and Francesco Lago, but I think Hatala may be able to pull it out. It's not. It's Francesco by the
oh,
finest of margins. That got close. You saw it coming through Vale and Club Corner, up and down between the two. But Francesco Lago will take your pole position for what will be a 9 lap sprint race.
yep, extra point there for Shizushi Dick Igniters. So that'll be very nice for them.
Oh,
Obviously,
unfortunate for Hitala. He'd be kicking himself if he couldn't pull that last tenth out. Maybe had a bit of a squabble out of the
yeah.
final turn, or just went in a bit too deep, which is why we saw the
hmm
deviation in times. But it's unfortunate
Yeah.
there. And we have Enzo Sum in third, Valentina Labella, Giron Visser, Tomasetto Elia, Ivan Santamaria, I don't know how to say that one. Batsty, I apologise. Kane Barnett, Lawrence Patton, Lucas Bearsner, Jensen Rolson, and I've missed out on the rest. I apologise. How do we say that?
Baptiste.
Baptiste. Right, there we go.
Yeah,
Baptiste.
it's like his name's. It's like the Overwatch character, the healer Overwatch character.
Right. Okay.
As I said,
I was never an Overwatch guy.
Yeah, that's how I know his name, because it's literally the exact same writing, so that's how I know it's Baptiste.
Baptiste.
And I've not been told it's wrong either by Azure, so I've just been going by that.
Quite a unique name, Baptiste. Nice.
It is. And if I'm being honest, I actually like it. It just sounds pretty cool to me, that name.
No, I do. I like it. It's quite unique. That's not something you hear every day. It's quite caught me off guard. Baptiste. No. Like I said, I've never played Overwatch. Yeah. Was never my forte. I was more of a. When the craze was about PUBG and battle royale games. I was all about like Warzone, PUBG. But
same.
I sort of deviated towards Battlefield for a long time, playing Battlefield 4, 2042, and now Battlefield 6.
Okay, so you'll have Battlefield 6 then.
Oh yeah. 20 hours in the first 2 days of release.
Bro's sweating it already.
I was up late. I was literally getting home from work and I was straight on Battlefield for like 7 hours.
This man's a maniac!
Oh, it was bad. On release day, it was bad. It was bad when he first came out. I was straight home from work eating and straight on Battlefield for hours. It was bad. I've cooled off a little bit now. But...
Yeah, so I'd assume the missus wasn't happy about that. But,
not really, but we live with it. We live with it.
Right. Well, anyway, I hear our timer ticking, so we're about to get going for the start of this sprint race. 9 laps.
Here we go. There we have it. 5 lights. The drivers are ready. The grid is hot. 9 laps to go. And it is all go, go, go. And a beautiful getaway from our race leader. And as you can see, Tony Atala straight away being able to jump ahead. Francesco Largo just been caught out a little bit. And he's now potentially under attack. As Anzo Soom's trying to make a move to the outside, but he can't get it. Maybe the inside line becomes available for Soom. Yes, it does. He slips on through. Tomasetto Alea, he tries to slip on through as well on Jerome Visser. Is anybody else going to try and make on moves and benefit from the race start? Ivan Santamaria side by side. Ooh. But Bastille, I'll learn it. Bastiste, that's the one. I'll learn it eventually as Ivan Santamaria tries to go through on Bastiste and does manage to make it through. But look out from behind. Jensen Roson's also making a move on Bastiste. He's going to lose out 2 positions at the start of this race.
Well, it doesn't help that he's on hard tyres, so this is interesting. This happened yesterday in the console race, because I was commentating the console race yesterday as well. In the sprint, there was a mixture of mediums and hard runners. So I see about 7 of the drivers on hard and all the rest are on mediums. Ooh. So it's very interesting, this is.
Well, we do have the lobby restart, don't we? So do they feel more confident that the mediums are going to hold out for these 9 laps? Or are the hards certainly going to be the better tyre when we get 5-6 laps in and the grip difference starts to take hold? You start to see that the hards start to come alive within 5-6 laps time, so we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, they definitely will. Especially as well, yesterday when I was watching the console race.
Oh, further back, big battle. Oh, coming out of club corner. That was disastrous, but Alex Santana has managed to maintain 13th, and Mario Amoroso is now under attack from Alex as he moves through another position. Is that a ghosted McLaren of TRT? Yes, it is, but further ahead, Valentino Labella as well, going side by side with Francesco Largo, but are now under attack from Tomasetto Alea. Alea coming now through around the inside, which will now be pushing him to the outside as we go back around Lovefield and up towards Woodcote. Still pinned to the outside, but manages to slip ahead before we enter that curve.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Valentino's on a mission, a man on a mission. TRT for the past few weeks have got 3rd of podium, and I think he's trying to make it 3 out of the last 3 races now for TRT, which would be a nice chunk of points for them. As well, different point system as well, what everyone is kind of used to. So only points get issued from 1st down to 10th. Obviously, 1st getting 10, 10th getting only 1.
Lucas Bearsner looking to get past Lawrence Patton around the outside of Stowe corner. Lawrence tries to defend it. Off the track goes Lucas and he slips back behind. Lawrence managing to maintain that position. Defensive, locks the brakes. Lawrence has opened the door. Lucas Bearsner's now going to slip on through. Lawrence is struggling.
Yeah, well, Tristan Janssen on the inside, further up on Baptiste. These two have been fighting since the Vale chicane and still at it. But looks like Tristan has got ahead of the Azurai driver.
Baptiste now looking to try and fight that back. He's well within a striking distance, but that TRT driver is starting to pull a little bit more pace. Further back, Alex Santana and Kane Barnett could be coming to blows. As around the outside, looks for it is Alex Santana, but can't seem to make it grip. As Kane Barnett manages to get the traction down, but switching right up to the rear diffuser goes Alex on Kane. There's still no open door in sight just yet. This is getting very, very racy here on lap 3. Elbows are out, and we've still got a 26-lap race to go yet.
Yeah, these guys are just fighting and scrapping for every single point. And one thing I've noticed as well, nobody's actually dropped out of DRS of each other. They're all in one long DRS train from first down to last.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is unheard of.
They're just still going, still going.
Yeah. Usually by lap 3 there is some gaps forming, but right now I don't see any. I don't see any gaps starting to form at all.
Already 3 laps in, already 3 laps of action. And as we look back to the front, Enzo Soum is leading the way over Hatala and Francesco Lago. So Enzo Soum at some point has had the opportunity to slip on through and has made sure he's done so. But further back, keep your eyes on Francesco Lago. He started hard tyres over the medium runners of the front too. So they will be looking to try and pull ahead and benefit on the softer compound of tyre, you could say, over the hard runners. But the mediums are going to slip up pretty quickly over those hards of Francesco Lago. So Francesco's doing very, very well to stay there in that half-second gap, not lose out too much time from the start of the race, and he's now ready to rock and roll when the tyres start to come to him. They sort of come into that window, you feel the grip, you feel the heat, and it starts to slick up, and you start to absolutely power through the turns.
Yeah, so I say, yesterday when I was watching the console race, there was like mixed strategies as well. And like towards the end, the hard runners were by far the superior runners, because they would just be slicing through the fields toward, like, as soon as they got to like lap 7, they started going faster, because those mediums will not last long.
It's a bold, brave strategy to go on the mediums. I would have gone hards personally, just because I know how fast they can drop off. In any sprint scenario, knowing that there's a lobby reset, I would always go hards, just to make sure the tyres are going to last under that punishment. You can give them some brutal punishment, and they're going to hold up for 9 laps.
Yep. Like I was going to say, when I was watching console yesterday, I'm just wondering how many of them would have actually done one-stop strategies if there wasn't an early safety car, because that happened in the race yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see what strategies people do in the 50% or half shortly.
Lap 5, still one huge DRS train. I am interested to see how the Grand Prix is going to go. Yeah, this is good insight. This is good insight for how things are going to be in around 25 minutes' time.
Yeah, this is shocking. This is actually unheard of. Like they said, they're usually separate. There's usually a few gaps after lap 4, but goddamn, if they can all keep within DRS of each other for 9 laps, and I'll say, lads, give yourself a pat on the back, because that is job well done to all of them.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful getaway for some of the drivers. You know, Francesco Lago, he's waiting for the race to come to him, running that hard compound strategy. Yeah, so, again, everybody out of incident, everybody in a train, following on with DRS. It's, like I say, unheard of, and nice to see. We're 5 laps strong already, and everybody's...
Tyler making a move for the lead!
Oof, to the inside of Stowe.
Yep, he got it. Atala just got it on the inside of Stowe corner. Very lovely move there from Tony.
Yeah, we like to see the moves like that.
Yeah.
It was a
I would
good fight for it. Good battle between the two at the minute. Enzo Soom as well. He wasn't there in qualifying, but has brought himself back up there to be at the front with the likes of Francesco Lago as well. He's just hanging on to the back, waiting for the race to come to him. We're getting 6 laps in now. You estimated what, lap 7? You'll see the most out of these hards start to kick in.
Yeah, I would say after this lap, I would say the hards should be the better tyre. I reckon. Because even I would assume all these guys are wheel users, so their tires won't be as worn as I would think they are. Because I did like a little bit of a test to find out how long it'd actually take to do this entire session a day, see how much extra time we needed before the IRL Texas race. So, and by the end of the sprint, even with me tire saving on a pad, yeah, my tire got very close to blowing up, and that was the front left. It got to like 91%. By the time I finished the sprint race, but that was obviously was tire saving. So if they're managing their tires pretty well, the medium should hold up, but you do start to feel it around lap 7, lap 8 when you have those little micro slides.
Yeah, as well, you gotta put those corrections in as well, which can affect your speed. So if you've got to micro correct one of those little slides, as you say, you're going to end up losing the racing line a little bit, losing speed, and the cars behind running the harder compound tyre with the longer lasting tyres, but that's most important, have just got the speed over you, got the traction and the grip. Like, look at Francesco Lago now, starting to breeze up to the back of Enzo Soom and get ready. He's chipping away a couple of tenths, but is that dirty air also playing a crucial factor in keeping Francesco behind? But looking further back than that, we have a battle between Francesco Labella and Giron Visser, but Giron has had to back out a little bit.
Yep, it has. And I've also noticed we've dropped a driver. Zenteni has left the train, so we've lost.
What's one with a sprint on Silverstone? Inspirational. Are we missing something? Please expand.
This is where, but like, I think it was the league's promoter's idea for this calendar. I had no say in it. If I had a say in it, I would have not. Oh, hello. Alex Santana had a bit of a wobble there.
Oh, I couldn't get the
camera. And he's losing places. I wonder if he's come into contact with somebody. He's still in the DRS train, but he's dropped like 2 places. That's a shame for him. But yeah, I was gonna say, if I had any say in the calendar, I would have said just 1 break week after round 6 would have been okay, and then no sprints. Because like, yes, sprints are okay because it's like an extra race, more points, but they are a pain in the butt when you gotta do like lobby restarts when we don't want to do those anymore. Can be
nobody likes a lobby restart in retrospect. It adds time and slows down the overall energy and dynamic. Like, you could have an electric qualifying, something that's got everybody interested and ready to rock and roll, but yeah, you've got to restart the lobby.
Yeah.
Where's the other TF10? Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, literally could not tell you, Varan. So 5 of the team are at the Sim Expo. 1's in Australia. So obviously they have 2 drivers left, but only one of them apparently could race, and that. So poor Alex has to carry the entire TF10 team on his shoulders to try and get as many points for them as possible. Because as I say, the TF10 drivers had a good showing last week and the week before.
Yeah, so it's a bit of an odd weekend this weekend because, of course, we're having an earlier start because of the Grand Prix. Not only that, there are some drivers missing completely, as in, like, you're seeing complete new names in the teams that you may have not seen before, somebody else who's stepping up to drive for the team, because it is the Sim Racing Expo as well, and this is Sim Racing. So where is everybody going to be? At the Expo.
Yeah, I would assume that's why ET8's Danny Coe is racing, because man's a manager. I don't see him racing very often. This is one of the rare times he gets to race. I think it's because probably most of his lads are at the Sim Expo as well.
Yeah, again, it's just a funny weekend. A funny weekend this
Yeah,
weekend.
it
What's
is.
going on the further back, side by side? Jensen Rolson and Ivan Santamaria to the inside now. Goes Jensen Rolson, and Santamaria maybe just left as a spectator to that one, because that was beautiful stuff from the FVR driver.
It certainly was, and that's going to give him an extra point if he can keep that place. Obviously, as well, we are on the final lap. I didn't even realise. So
We are indeed.
Enzo's going to have one. He's going to have one last chance to try and get past Tony on the hanger straight here. So
I don't think he's
Tony's
got
going
it.
to burn. He's going to burn all. Tony's going to burn all his battery, and Enzo just cannot get close enough at all. So it looks like Tony Atala's going to keep hold of this lead unless Enzo tries something ambitious into the Vale chicane. But I guess he's not even. Nope, not even close enough to even have a go. So Tony, on his return to FVR, is going to come across the line to take the win here in the sprint. Very nicely done.
Nicely done. Nice 9 laps done and dusted. Drivers will be happy with their result, hopefully. And as we go down, Hatala takes the sprint victory. Enzo Soom for P2. Francesco Largo, pole sitter, could not convert that into a win. Just could not get the start that he needed to on the hards. And it seems to be the mediums prevailed over that. He just could not seem to find the grip and the time, probably the dirtier, and everybody being just a DRS train contributing to that factor. And then Tamasato Alea behind him fourth. Valentina Labella, Jerome Visser, Jensen Ralston, Ivan Santamaria, Tristan Janssen, Batiste, there we go. Batiste. Kane Barnett, Mario Amoroso, Lucas Besner, Lawrence Patton, and then finishing off the final 3, Alex Santana, Danny Caulfield, and Zenteni.
Yeah.
Zenteni.
So obviously top 10 getting the points. I'm just waiting for this timer to tick down so I can exit the lobby so I can go make a brand new one.
And we'll come back to our commentators booth, but not before we just get one quick little shout from our sponsors. And we are back, and you can only see the top of my head. Let me sit up a little bit. How rude of me. I'm slouching. That does not look very good. But we are back, and what I can show you is the results following on from last week, and then we'll get on to the team standings. But this is what I've been given for you because we don't have, obviously, our graphic designer, Sim Racing Expo. So what we have...
Aiden's at Sim Racing Expo. He's the one that usually does the graphics, so you're gonna have to do with the makeshift budget ones I've had to make. So apologies, but just be thankful I took the time and effort to actually do it for you guys.
Yep, we do have, like we say, the results coming up on your screen. Victor Wedler took the victory out last time in Hungary. Francesca Largo, who was your sprint pole sitter, down in P2. Valentino Labella got third place for TRT. Joe Murphy, Florian van Zelter, and Nick Arrow doing 4, 5, and 6. Carlos Galindo, I've butchered that one, and Joe Marquardt for 7 and 8th. Jonas Orpel and Giovanni Kennis, 9 and 10. Outside of the top 10, we have Niall Gillett, Marcel Paps, Mario Amoroso, Daniel Mass, Abdullah Balach, Giovanni Galito, Joe Lindstrom, Michael Hedrich, and for FRT, there was no driver as mentioned earlier on. This is the second week for no drivers for FRT, so admin
Yeah,
intervention may be a thing. You'll have
yeah.
to
I think so. I'm trying to
find out.
confirm with their managers, see what's going on. But when I sent the message to him, I had no response. So if I get no response from him by the say end of the day, I'm gonna. I think those me and my fellow admins might have to step in to make an executive decision to unfortunately have them removed from them missing 2 weeks in a row. Like missing 1 week is okay. A few teams have done that before, miss 1 week, but two in a row. I think if you miss two in a row, there's gonna be there's issues there. So
Yeah, yeah,
hey
Joe,
ho.
I agree. I agree. Well, no, after that, you can see where everybody finished. Here's the bit you've been waiting for, where people stare in the standings, where they are. So for SCI, currently leading by 183 points over Ventura Esports with a 16 point gap, or is it 23 point? I think it's a 23 point gap. Sorry, 26 point gap. Sorry, to those. My mathematics isn't working for me. Ventura Esports behind them. Thomas NG Sim Racing on 131. FVR Esports on 124 with TF10 on 108. Tatum Res Tech on 94 and FRT Future Racing Team on 79. AMR Esports on 49 with ET8 just behind them on 46. And down at the bottom, Azurai Esports on 29, having a bit of a disaster season so far, if I say so myself. Things aren't looking good for some teams. They need to claw back some much
Yeah,
needed points, but FVR,
they do.
normally a team who can get ever higher in standings, they're a little bit further down than I expected here as we get going on round 8. But there is still 4 rounds to
Yep.
go after this, and with only 50
Hmm.
points, 49 points away from the lead, maybe FVR can still pull this something back and crown themselves
Yeah,
champions.
definitely can. Yeah, they certainly can. Like obviously with FPR bringing back Tony Atalo as well. Like I know he went to I think Veloce Academy or something for a little bit, and obviously he's come back to FPR. I know he's a pretty good driver, so I think FPR's probably gonna like start pulling out all the stops to start winning some races to try and defend that crown of theirs. Because if they don't, I think Shizu, Scenic Igniters could possibly run away with this a bit more. Like, because that they have a really good team as well this season, so it's very nice to see.
Yeah, it's all down for the races, all down to you place yourself in the
Mhm.
races. But we are still waiting for two drivers to get back into the lobby
Yeah,
as per our
Alex
restart.
Alex Santana is hard restarting his game, so because he was complaining of lag issues, so he's hard restarting his game. So that'll be him with a short delay on him, and I just need to figure out who the other driver is. And I have who is it? It is it's the other AMR driver. Um,
Uh, Zetany.
yeah, I'm gonna ping him.
We need Zetany, as you can see by the lineup. Here is your lineup for the British Grand Prix. TF10 only having the one driver joining us. Somebody asked where's the other TF10. He's just not here. And FRT for the second week in a row bringing no drivers to the championship, losing out massive chances at points as they are not doing too well in the standings so far. So every point matters, and they've not even got drivers here to score any points, same as last week.
No,
So
where's
who's to say what could happen? Who's to say who could be on top?
Zenny's
Things are looking good though for FER, bringing back Katala, as we
Zenny is
mentioned.
in.
He is mighty capable of scoring victories. You just saw him take the victory in the sprint race after a nice little battle with Enzo Soom and managing to get ahead of the pole sitter, Francesca Lago. But is Francesca Lago going to be pole once again, or will it be Hitala to take the pole this time in the short qualifying before we get 26 laps of a Silverstone Grand Prix at the home of Formula One in Silverstone? One more driver. Where you at? Where you at, buddy? We're waiting for you.
So he's booting his game up. So he can join mid qualifying. I won't penalize him for that because this is a game issue. And plus, he was here, but when the session started anyway, so he won't get penalized regardless. So he can join mid qualifying, no problem. So we can get going.
Lovely stuff. We are about to get ready and get going underway for what will be our 18-minute short qualifying to determine the grid. You normally have a full qualifying for a 50% race unless CTC is deemed a sprint weekend. On that weekend there you have your one shot, your sprint race, and then a short qualifying, and then the Grand Prix to save out on spending 3 hours on racing.
Yeah, I'm hoping that in the last section there is no sprints. I'm hoping there's only these two.
So is it sprinting? Where was the first sprint at?
It was. 1 second. It was Azerbaijan, and people hated it.
Yeah, Baku. I mean,
Yeah,
it's Baku. What can you say about that?
it's Baku. Everyone hates it. All right, he's in. Can the rest of these drivers just ready up?
Florian van Zeltis is Forza Tatum. So, okay. We have a Tatum Restec supporter joining us.
I was like, he's in Tatum Race Tech. No wonder he's a supporter.
Yeah, I'm going to call him a supporter for now, because if you're just rooting for your home team because you're part of the team, then everybody does that. You're basically getting paid to do that. It's your team. Oh, but we are getting towards the track. We're about to begin our 18 minutes of qualifying, and let's have your prediction. Who do you think, Piney? Pole position? Hatala, Francesco Lago, Enzo soon?
I think Tony's got it. Man has come back second in the short in the one shot, and then the sprint win. So I think he can take some more points for his team because they certainly need it.
Well, the clock is ticking down to 18 minutes to go, and we shall go trackside for what will be our short qualifying, and then I'm presuming no lobby restart because we'll be going straight in for 26 laps.
We just go straight in after. After the 18 minutes of qualifying, we just go straight into the race, and we should finish in plenty of time so people can go watch the IRL race.
8 PM, isn't it? Our time. The Grand Prix today. Oh, is it 7?
I was told it was 7 PM. It was 8 PM for Joey, which is 7 for us. I was like, that can't be right, because I'm sure the IRL race kicks off at something like that.
Well, here we go. Drivers starting to come to the track, and the first driver to take us away will be none other than Hitala himself.
Lap data's on, track map's on. Yeah, that's good. Press that one. And who's at the very front? It is Tala. Sprint winner. Gonna get the first lap down by the look of it. Unless this Aston Martin says, nope, I want to be first. Oh, it's Liz Lago as well. Oh, I guess Francesco Lago's not waiting around.
He's not indeed. I just saw that. He's, nah, Hitala, nah, me first.
Yeah.
So here we go. Francesco Lago out of club, out of the final corners, and flat to the floor onto the Hamilton straight to start off the first time lap that you will see in this short qualifying session. Around turn 1 we go, flat to the floor, carrying it, all that speed and momentum back around turn 2, but very harsh on the brakes, coming back around the village and loop. I think that's the way, the order I've got it in. And then flat to the floor once again, out of Aintree, and onto the Wellington straight, opening that rear wing to boost your maximum potential acceleration and top speed before you're gentle on the brakes and trying to fire the car into the left-hander of Brooklands, and then back around Lovefield up towards Woodcock Corner now. A little bit of a wobble coming on the exit there at Lovefield, so maybe has lost some precious time as Francesco Largo, and out towards Cops Corner we go. Still holding it flat.
Yep. Now the famous corners of Maggots and Beckett's.
You've gone quiet a little bit. I don't know, are you moved away from your mic?
It's probably still going for. It's because I'm probably further away from my mic. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's just so your voice is still coming through on stream. It's all that matters. And towards Stoke Corner we go, firing it around at the right-hander, keeping it nice and bonny, hitting those apexes, not running too wide of the white lines, and down onto the brakes into Vale and Club Corners, keeping your absolute commitment on the throttle, coming out of the final turn to cross the line at 25 flat for the first part of qualifying. Not a bad lap indeed.
Last corner. Goes 2 tenths faster. Now, if I remember correctly, the pole time yesterday in consoles are 24.6 from ET8 Silo.
Mm.
And everybody called, and after he did that lap, everyone called him a sweat.
Somebody said Silo. Of course, it was Silo. Of course, it's Silo. Wherever console tiers are, there's Silo, not touching grass.
Yeah, people said that as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit realistic. Wherever there's Silo, wherever there's a console championship, there will be ET8 Silo, and the kid has not seen sunlight in months.
Well, we got Enzo and Alex doing into the 24s as well. That's good showing from them. Obviously, Alex want to be high up the grid so we can have a decent race. Try and get some points for TF10.
I pressed the wrong button. I was supposed to go on board with Baptiste.
I say you might want to go have a look at your boy. He's on a lap.
Oh, Lorenz. Where's Lorenz going to play himself? He's not had the best sprint or the best one-shot quali, but now comes out of Lovefield and up towards Woodcock Corner to say his first banker time. Lawrence Patton for driving for ET8 as his first appearance here in CTC.
Yep, this is first, yeah.
Oh, first
him
appearance
and Danny
as well.
Coe's first appearances. Yep, him and Danny's first appearances for ET8 in this championship. Because Danny messaged me yesterday saying, can him and Lawrence be put into the squad for today? I was like, yep, sure, done. Because obviously they had 2 free swaps because 2 of their team had left the team. Because 1 retired and the other one went to his ride.
Well, for Lawrence Patton, only a few corners left to go. He comes around turn 17, around 18 we're going now, out to hit the checkered flag. It's going to be a 15.2, good enough for P9.
Very respectable time there. I say, you've been watching this kid a lot, so he's clearly improved over the last few months, like quite a bit, I might add.
Moved from I think he's been in 2 teams since I've known him, going just ever higher in the team standings, in the team orders, and going from a slower team to a faster team, now driving in ET8 and showing the pace that he's got here for ET8, competing in CTC as well. So again, it's a good opportunity to showcase the pace.
Yeah, as I said, I'm aware of the 2 previous teams he was on. I'm pretty sure one is All Elite Racing, if I'm not mistaken, and then he joined ABS, if I'm not wrong, before finally finding his home at 88.
So yeah, it's 2 previous teams that I've known since knowing Lawrence, and now sits himself home at ET8, and here he is sitting P9 after his banker lap in CTC. So it just shows you the progression of drivers from team to team and just moving up and getting these opportunities. Lawrence Patton certainly is a shining example of that, because going back on the history, he came back to sim racing this game. So completely missed out.
Oh,
I think
damn.
24.
So damn. So man's improved quite a bit then
Yeah.
since he's come back to the game.
Completely missed
Damn.
out the 24 game. Was not league racing, doing any of that. Was driving. I think drove in 23 for a short while. Not a lot. I can't remember, but I think maybe even 22. It could be as long as he's been gone from sim racing. But has made his return in 25 and has already progressed into his third team.
Damn, that is a comeback story and a half then.
Yeah, eyes out for Lorenz. You know, he's it's an origin story in the makings.
Mm-hmm.
We're on board with Hatala as I think it's Jerome Visser actually ahead who will start the next lot of timed laps. So we'll jump on board with Jerome as Danny Caulfield has just made pit entry. So Jerome Visser coming up towards Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel Curve, running a little bit slowly there, saving fuel and focusing on tyre management. Doesn't want to burn away any crucial tread that he may need to help him along in the lap. You need every bit of tyre life and tyre usage that you can muster, that you can absolutely throw the car around and just burn through the softs without worry, because you're never going to use them again. So it's crucial to get the tyres heated up, but also preserve all that life and energy in them to use on your lap.
That's unless we get like a very late safety car. The softs could be used, but I don't think they'll last longer than, I'd say 4, maybe 5 laps.
4 or 5 laps you're done. So, you know, even in flappers, you get to lap 4 and they're already screaming. Like, they're not good. They're not the best. But for Jerome Visser, will they prove to be better than his current 125.265 time as we get going? Harsh on the brakes. We're in Village in the loop. But further behind him, is that drivers coming out of the pits or is that drivers on fast laps? That's just traffic behind. No worries whatsoever as Lawrence is also behind on an out lap, but we're still on board with Jerome Visser with that rear wing open as we approach Brooklands now, firing it into the left-hander, which will switch back around to a right-hander of Lovefield before you hit once again with another right-hander flat to the floor of Woodcock, and then again another fast right-hander, which is a downshift and flat of Copse Corner, which has seen some drivers into the outside barrier. If you can clip that curb just a little bit unsettled, it sends you into a bit of an uncontrolled spin, because the back end can come out on you and will come out of you. But flat to the floor through Maggots and easing off for the Beckett's, and flat to the floor once again for the Chapel Curve, and it is a 3/10 improvement out of Sector 2 for Jerome Visser. Could be looking to strike up to those third, maybe even second positions in qualifying here, as we've only got a few more corners to go. Harsh on the brakes, rotate round to the left, collect yourself back around to the right now, commit on the throttle and get all that power laden down to the tarmac before you hit the checkered flag, and he does jump up to third position with a 24.964.
Yes, big improvement there from him. And Atala has gone faster. He's into the 0.7s, but not as fast as Silo did yesterday. Jensen Rosen has done the exact same time as Enzo.
Oh wow, we love to see that, identical times. I'm currently on board with Mario.
100th faster than Atala.
Oh, Francesco Lago with a beautiful lap. Here goes Mario Amoroso looking to improve what is a second down on anybody's fastest time. Goes half a second up. It's a 25.485. 484, sorry, nothing more he can do. We'll look further down in the order. Who's that in that mid-pack? That's Lorenzo, struggling on the Delta, 12 thousandths of a second up so far. Further ahead of him, we have the Mercedes duo making their way towards the line, that being Ivan Santa Maria. Next is Enzo Soom. Can Soom go to the top? Yes, Soom can, by 25 thousandths of a second before we see Alex Santana across the line and not improve there.
That's unfortunate.
Is that
he did improve by 2 milliseconds.
Oh,
he improved,
slight improvement before Lucas Bearsner just crossed the line to, what is this,
Valentino Labat, fourth, splitting the FER drivers. Looks like Lawrence is into the pits.
Yeah, a couple drivers have bailed out in the end, so it seems.
Danny Coe is on a lap, and by the look of it, to see if he's up in the middle sector. He's almost 2.5 tenths up on his previous time. That will surely not have him been last. But he needs to find a big improvement in this final sector as he's coming down to the Vale chicane here. Don't want to mess this up, because if you mess this up, you can lose a lot of time. But it looks like he's okay. Coming around club then for him to get over the line. Improves by 2 tenths, which takes him from last to second to last.
So he does jump ahead of Mario Amoroso, which is good. Bimmy Drodben, Henlaw. What have I just seen in chat? That has made me lose brain cells. What I've just seen in chat. Bimmy Drodben. Henlaw. Henlaw to you two.
Damn. I say, don't make Corey lose brain cells. He hasn't got many left to lose.
Oh, certainly do not. You're absolutely right. Oh God. That's how I'm going to address the next stream. I'm like, hello and welcome to TCT.
Yeah, and I think after that stream, you'd have probably no brain cells left.
Oh God. Oh God. Who's next to bring us out with our flying laps? Nobody. It's the 4-minute mark. So now they're going to sit there, have a sip of their tea and coffee, maybe have a quick little vapor doos if you do that or whatever, and then come out when the clock strikes 2. And away we go.
Or a quick piss break.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, to be fair, I've done that in qualifying. I have jumped out of my rig, sprinted to the toilet, projectiled into the toilet, and then ran back to the rig. Oh, like a torpedo. Please, a Punterino in turn 1.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Wants to see Punterino.
Torpedo.
Who's in a Red Bull? Who can be Daniel? Who can be our torpedo?
Daniel. I don't know. I was say if Baptiste and Kane don't improve on their times, maybe one of those two might do their best Danny Kivat impression. Take out half the grid.
Baptiste, I think you should be tribute because I can't say your name. Be tribute. Be our Punterino in turn 1, so I don't have to say your name for the rest of the race.
I think this is probably like the first time I've actually seen Corey Brooks actually struggle to say a name. This is rare. It's usually me that's struggling with names.
I've never.
But this week I don't have that issue.
I've never come across that before. This one, I mean, I never needed to read that. Like, so for me to have to read this quickly in commentary and say his name out, it's going to come to a part where we call him Bastille. It's probably what it's going to get to because I'm trying to read it so fast. Baptiste. Oh, okay, I'll get it. I will learn it. I will learn it eventually.
Eventually.
But we are at the point of qualifying where that 2-minute mark is at, and everybody's coming out. Ivan Santa Maria.
Everybody is getting their butts out.
Santa Maria will lead us away.
As I say, if Alex Santana doesn't get out of the pit soon, he will not be able to do a lap.
This could be strategic between the two here. I think Enzo soon may get a tour from his teammate. Santa Maria is ahead.
Not allowed!
It's not allowed?
Not allowed, by the way. Nope, it's not allowed.
Oh, well, boys.
No slipstreaming from anyone, including your teammates. It's in the rules, I'm pretty sure.
Well, what do you do if somebody's on the racing line and you're very close to them and they don't move? You have to sacrifice the racing line on a hot lap? Ooh. One for the stewards.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the report from IRT from yesterday's stream. Yeah, I witnessed a murder in console yesterday in qualifying. Console qualifying, I witnessed a murder. So I don't think IRT was happy about that because obviously they just joined console yesterday for that sprint and race. So yeah, I don't think they'll be happy.
Well, Ivan Santa Maria is gladly taking us away with his final lap of the session. Comes up towards Brooklands now, and then needs to recorrect around left field before he will be hit with Woodcott and Corpse Corner. Yeah, no, what we're saying is, could they slipstream each other if they're both on outlaps? Because if you're both on an outlap at the same time, when you're on a hot lap, the car behind will benefit. If he's right up your tail, being your teammate, he will get more speed. That's what he's saying. And as you can see, there are adequate gaps between the Mercedes and adequate gaps between the Aston Martins, so there is no chance of that slipstream happening for the car behind on their lap. That's what the Penguin is yapping.
Oh dear, Enzo's invalidated.
Oh no, Enzo's invalidated indeed. But for Ivan Santa Maria, he's about to come and hit that checkered flag to see what sort of improvement we can see from the VNT driver. We will see him move up the order, but by how far? Does not move up the order, he's down and has failed right when it was needed most. Francesco Lago leading ahead, half a tenth up coming into the final corners. Will it be maintained? Yes, it will! Just short of a tenth up improvement. Sees himself at 24.7 and will hold that. Tony Hitala now, all eyes on board. Enzo Soom will stay in second, invalidating that lap. Hitala coming through. Maggots now back towards Beckett's. Will now have to try and squeeze every ounce of time that they can do. A tenth up on the Delta time so far coming out of that Sector 2 split. This is a beautiful lap for Hitala. We could see a 24.6 come your way as seen from the console side yesterday. For Hitala and FBR, is it to be or not to be for pole position? As there's only one corner to go, absolutely committed, foot to the floor, hits that line, a 24.594. It's a 0.5. Hitala takes pole position with a monumental statement over a 10th clear of Francesco Lago. What a lap indeed.
Tony, I'm sorry, but since you're suggesting it to Silo, I'm saying it to you, Tony. Go touch some grass, you damn sweat!
Sweaty! Oh my word. That is an insane qualifying lap from Tony Hitala. What a lap indeed, a 24.594.
What a lap.
Francesco Lago falling short by 1/10. 100th and 1,000th. 111. Lovely time to see there. And then just behind that, Enzo Soom, Lucas Beisner, Tomasetto Alea, Valentina Labella, Jensen Rolson, Jerome Visser, Ivan Santamaria, and Tristan Janssen doing your top 10. Just outside. I'll quickly try and get it on the stream so people can see it and screenshot it and do whatever you need to do with it. But there you go. What a crazy lap indeed for Hitala. Absolutely insane. Nice jump scare. Deal with it. You're in the booth with us right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's a point. Brooksy, remember the time when you did CTC before at this track?
Oh.
Remember when I scared the crap out of you then?
Yep.
The one time I caught him off guard. Because obviously I was getting back from watching a football match that day.
Yes.
I showed up at the pretty much back end of qualifying, just in time for the race, and I scared the crap out of this man.
Yeah,
Did not think that was possible. I think I still have the clip somewhere. Yeah, I clipped it.
Oh, good. Great. You got to send me that. You have to send me that. I want that. I want a copy of that. We're ready to get ourselves underway for what will be 26 laps now. Qualifying is done and dusted. And what a statement from Hitala. No restart. We're going straight in for 26 laps. So get yourselves ready. Grab your popcorn and get ready for this lap one carnage. I tell you what, I'm excited to see Quarter tonight, especially after what happened yesterday between the McLarens, because everybody knows that I am Team Red Bull. So I'm going to say this. Max Verstappen. Oh, that points gap is closing down, and I'm excited. Do you think he can do it? Do you think Max will do it? Truthfully. All people's opinions. Get them in the chat.
No.
Do you think Max Verstappen could pull this back when it's like now a 50-point gap between them? And there's, including this race, 6 rounds to go. Is it doable? Get your thoughts in the chat right now. It's taking quite a while. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think they're probably waiting for me to tell them to ready the F up.
Ready the F up.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
Go. Go. Go, go, Power Rangers. The real question is, will Leclerc win the championship? Probably never, mate. Not while he's with Ferrari, unfortunately. He has a better chance if he was at McLaren, Mercedes or Red Bull. Oh, here we go! We're ready to rock and roll! It is 4, 5, lights, the grid is hot, the drivers are ready, win it is all go, go, go! For the Silverstone Grand Prix here in CTC, and a good getaway from Tony Atala under no threat from behind from anybody, and does bridge a bit of a gap off the start already. Beautiful opening lap. Further back we have some side-by-side action and carnage coming around up into turn 2, back around turn 3 we go, and who is going to be able to hold it out round 4 and 5? We have a spinning! That's Tristan Janssen. He's gone sent for a spin and pushed down to the back of the field. That's unfortunate. Maybe just got a little bit too hot on the throttle. But as we see Valentino Labella now under brutal threat from Jensen Rolson, who will benefit for the inside line now. But later on the brakes can go Valentino Labella trying to hold it around the outside and fight it all the way through Woodcourt, and it's just not going to happen just yet. But what we can see is the TES duo lining up one ahead of the other, able to use that as a beneficial tool to defend against any threats from behind. As here comes Jensen Rolson now on Tomasetto Alea, trying to slip on through but couldn't see an open door open, coming towards Maggots and Beckett, and now he sits back in order. And the only driver who's been seen disaster is Tristan Janssen. Everybody else following on in what is a huge DRS train and no brakes thus far.
Yep, for the time being, I'm just looking at these tyres as well. We've got 3 drivers opting to start hards.
Oh, here goes a dive. It's Alex Santana and Jerome Visser. Visser looked for the overtake but couldn't get it. It looks like Alex Santana has been able to defend it from the SCI driver.
Yep. Right. Visser was trying for a dive at the Vale chicane. Some people are able to make it work. Saw a few people yesterday in console do it. Oh, hello. And now Zenny's trying to have a go at Visser at the Village and Loop, but doesn't quite get past the SCI driver. Oh,
Hey.
Lago on a bit of defensive at the front.
Either on a defensive or being forced into an attack. He is on the defensive as Enzo Sooms looking for the outside line as we get going through Loughfield now. Well, Largo will benefit with that inside line coming towards Woodcourt, be able to pick up the speed better, but it's not without its fair share of threat from behind from Enzo Sooms. Sooms is really bringing the pressure to Francesco Largo ahead, and further behind that, Tomasetto is all over the radar diffuser of his teammate, Lucas Beesner. So is Beesner going to let him through, or are they just going to hold the order thus far and see how things pan out throughout the Grand Prix? Valentino Labella getting nice and racy on the rear diffuser of Jensen Rawson as well. Rawson may have to defend, coming towards Store Corner. Not yet, just not able to find the pace is Labella. And further behind that, there goes Zetene to the inside of Store Corner, looking to try and slip on through on Jerome Visser. Visser got racy with Santana, but was not able to make it through. Tried to defend, locking the tyres, making contact with the AMR driver, but unfortunately did lose out on that position.
Yeah, all this fight as well has actually allowed Tristan to regain gain on him a little bit because obviously he was like over 2 seconds behind. He's under the 2 seconds.
Well,
now, so
Soon's
that's
looking
good
for an
him.
up and under. Well, Soon can't make it stick. Sorry to cut you off there. I think Enzo Soon's looking to try and make
It's
something
alright.
work. He just can't get it to work.
It's all right. Ivan Santamaria tried to make a move pretty much at the same corner on Valentino Labella, but just again couldn't quite get it.
Mario
It's
as
gonna be
well.
interesting.
Mario Amoroso was looking a little bit racy further back because couldn't seem to see any open door. They're getting very, very close to the rear end of each other, not seeming to be able to get an open door. Off goes the track. Is that Lawrence Patton may have opened the door for Mario Amoroso? It was indeed. Big moment for Lawrence, but manages to rejoin and maintain his position.
And you don't want to lose too much time when you take these off-track excursions.
Certainly do not. So far, 3 laps in, things are looking to quieten down a little bit. Lawrence Patton now is looking to try and swing a move. Oh no, that's a bit of a spin for Jerome Visser. I don't know if contact was a play there. I did not see Lawrence get involved in any contact. Maybe it was contact with the AMR driver in those scarlet red colours, Zetene. I don't exactly know. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm still figuring that one out. Zetene.
Yeah. You would. I don't think you'd say the the first E. So yeah. Or you could just call him Tenny. Or Tenny as well. That'll be fine. So it's what I've had to shorten a few drivers there. First thing because I couldn't pronounce the buggers. So I was like, yep, no, screw this. I'm just going to shorten his name.
Absolutely fine with me. Whatever we know. The easiest way to identify is better for us commentators, because when we're reading the orders and trying to commentate over the action at the same time, it gets difficult because you read the name, then you look back at the screen to see exactly what's going on, check the corners, where they are on the track, who's got DRS, what's the time gap, how close are they. There's so many factors in commentating. A lot of people don't actually understand, and especially when you lead as well, as you experienced yourself, Piney, trying to run the cameras, trying to get all the action on the screen. It gets challenging, but we love it. I love it.
It definitely does. And one good thing to note, Tristan Janssen has actually caught up to the back of the field, so that's good. So he's had to push for a couple of laps.
Centennial store.
In the train. Yep, he's having a look at Alex Santana now, and gets in before the Vale chicane. Very nice move there from the AMR driver. Another great move there from him, up into 9th place.
Enzo Soom still just stuck behind Francesco Lago, unable to get any sort of open door, any opportunity. A TES duo still running strong behind the front 3. You could see some team play here. They have got every opportunity to work together and demolish the front 3. This could get interesting for the TES boys. And looking further back, Valentino Labella looking to break that tour and of Ivan Santamaria behind, try and stop him getting any gains and moving in road. And looking further back where he's had a spin. That's a moment for somebody.
Yeah, Mario's off the road. The other AMR driver's not having a fun time today, and he's on the hards as well, which makes it even worse. Spinning this early on the hards, that's just going to take some wear out of them. So that's unfortunate. For him.
Team orders. We've seen Tomasetto and Lucas swap positions. So finally, Tomasetto has been set free from behind his teammate, and he's now looking to close up to Enzo Soom. Further behind that, Jensen Arelson is looking to close up on Lucas Beisner, but it's just not coming his way anytime soon. Tristan Janssen has managed to catch up and is now on the attack, and he's making an overtake around Stowe, and does manage to get it done before we get down into Vale and Club Corners.
Very nice there from Tristan. Trying to recover nicely.
Yeah, beautiful pace. He dropped about 5 seconds in the first lap with that opening moment, and has managed to pull it all back. And he's in the DRS train that of 15 drivers from P1 to 15. You see, all within a second. No big large gaps apart from those 2 drivers that have seen disaster: Jerome Visser and Mario Amoroso.
Well, he's catching up, so Jerome's not going to be far from the back of these guys. I just want to tell you about Tristan as well. This man was on a Versio for last CTC season.
Oh! Whoa!
Well,
Enzo Suma's just
that-
purposely wheel-banged Tomasetto Alea. He's not happy with what has just happened coming through Brooklands and Luffield, and he's given him a punt to say, oi. But Tomasetto Alea's having none of it, and he's keeping his foot in the door, and through maggots we go. Oh,
They're both off! They're both off!
Oh,
Just lost his entire front wing.
what
3
is he
seconds
doing?
for Tomasetto Alea. That is not what Venturi wants. They're in the title fight with Shizu. And that's just having Enzo there just and he's just given up.
Tomasetto Alea, absolute minerals on that man to keep his foot planted through maggots. And for Enzo Sum, I think you need to calm down a little, mate. Just because he's got an opportunity to attack you and overtake you does not mean you can do that. That is, like, I'm a be real. Get off your pedestal, mate. Like, he's entitled to race you. Come on.
Yeah, well, Zenny's on the move again. He's passed the other Venturi now. He's up to 7th. This AMR driver didn't have a fun time in the sprint, but is having a better time in this race. And looks like Alex Santana was having a little look at Santa Maria as well. But yeah, no. From what Enzo did there was no. It's just
severely disappointed.
Yeah, because he purposely, I watched him as well. He purposely just crashed into the wall. Like, I think he tried to cause a safety car there or something. Like, come on, bro.
He wasn't happy that Tomasetto had a run on him and was challenging him, I don't think, and he was not happy with that. He banged him out of Woodcote. So something's happened during the battle. Maybe they've had slight wheel banging.
Yeah.
You know, hard racing coming into Brooklands and Luffield. And then in Woodcote, Enzo's just completely bang as if to say back off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just completely smacked into the side of him without any restraint. And
yeah,
tell you what.
It's rare to see a driver just lose their cool. I was just like, I can't remember the last time I saw that in sim racing. So obviously it has happened. As I can see in the YouTube chat, Omar is happy that there's one less Venturi. Because right now Venturi is the closest team to Shizusi the Igniter, so with one of their drivers being out and the other one being down in 8th. Not very good right now.
No, disaster.
Especially when Lago is 2nd. But to be fair, the other CSI driver is down in 15th, so for some reason my voice has gone very croaky.
Oh, well.
This will be interesting as well. When will these guys decide to pit off these mediums? That's the next question I'm wondering.
I think
so
10 to 12.
We know, like, obviously we know these tyres can definitely do 9 laps. Because obviously courtesy of the sprint, they did 9 laps in the sprint. So obviously I expect probably like the earliest boxes, maybe at the end of the next lap. So end of lap 9, possibly. And I would probably expect the late boxes to be... Never mind, they're going in now.
Well then, certainly going
I was not expecting that.
Some form of alternate strategy, see what the crack is here. Undercut, that is also a possibility. Undercut could be massive here in Silverstone. Let's not count that out, because I believe it is quite a long pit lane as well.
It is, definitely. This is I think Silverstone is like the longest and the slowest pit lane.
So quite a long time in the pits. It's going to affect those that have stayed out when those come out on fresher tyres and can push a little bit harder. So undercut, certainly something to watch out for here. And Lucas Bezma might be on for a corker.
Yeah. So this is interesting then. I honestly thought it'd be end of lap 9 we might start seeing some boxing. So this is news to me then. So I honestly think since the boxing end of lap 8, I think these guys might be doing 2-stop. Might do 2 sets of hards. Because they would have to what? 8 offers 26. That's about 9 laps each on hards. Nah, they can maybe make the end. But if you wanted to guarantee the hard to make it to the end, you want to pit like after lap 10, if anything. It's probably the best time. So let's see what the top 3 do as they're about to come to pit lane. And yep, those 3 are in as well. So this is when I expected them to start coming in for the one stop end of this lap as we about to start lap 10.
So we'll go on board with Lucas Besner, driver who pitted first.
Yeah, and obviously as well the ETA boys will carry on because they started on the hard tyres, so they will probably pit around lap 16, maybe 15 at the earliest, and then do like 11 on the mediums, but no clue.
There goes Lucas Besner now. Has he done enough? So jump ahead and undercut
board,
those. He's coming through. I think it's just enough. No! Oh, it's so close. It's going to be a fight into turn 1. Can he try and make it stick? Not turn 1, sorry, turn 3. No, he can't make it stick. And,
Atala. So Atala back into what is provisional lead, and his teammate is into provisional 3rd. So Jensen Rosen's actually benefited a lot as well from boxing 1 lap earlier as well. So that has really helped them out. So this order's been really shaken up now.
He tried. He tried, I'll give him that. But Atala's pace was just a bit too superior on his in-lap, and he's just managed to hold enough of a gap to come out ahead, and that was crucial. Crucial strategy, that. Alex Santana, Jerome Visser, the last 2 on mediums that you should probably see into the pits at the end of this lap, and then you will see
end of this lap. Yeah.
Oh no, they're going 1 lap longer. Apart from Jerome's gone in. Alex Santana will stay out, and then of course both ET8 drivers have gone for hards.
Yeah, so like I said, they won't be in until about laps 15. I would say the earliest. Latest probably see them pit is like 17.
Oh. Ooh, almost a bit of action there for Francesco Lago, looking to try and make a move on Jensen Rolson. Rolson placed his car perfectly and forcing Lago to stay behind. Good defensive positioning there.
Yep. Obviously, I would see Santana be in at the end of this lap. So we'll have to see what Alex Santana can do. Obviously, he has won a race before for TF10 this season. He won in Canada courtesy of doing a two-stop where some drivers tried doing a one-stop, and yeah, let's just say tyres didn't last that long for those one-stoppers. A couple of them, yeah, last lap punches. Never thought I'd see that in sim racing. I thought these guys actually look at those tyres.
Oh, Valentino Labella! The way you just came around Brooklands then. Luffield, sorry, was kind of crazy and closed right up to the back of Zetene. So this could get interesting. Eyes on Labella.
And he's actually got ahead of Labella. So that's good for the AMR driver. So he's what, in provisional 6th right now? So that's good for him.
Here we go. Battle towards Stowe. Who's going to prevail? Anybody going to come out and pull ahead? Nobody's battling yet. No side-by-sides, no dives. Tomasetto Leo under attack from Zetene. The AMR driver looking to make a move. Contact between the two. Oh, 3 wide into club. Oh my word, 3 wide are unveiling into club corner. We're going. Maybe we still see.
Are we going to have a Frugos Hamilton moment? We almost did. They're still banging wheels, Zetene and Tomasetto.
Tomasetto Leo's not letting this go without a fight. He's forcing Zetene wide. Zetene now to the inside. As we go towards entry, he's off the track. He's been run out of road. Tomasetto Leo has been pushed onto the grass completely by Zetene. The AMR driver pulling controversy and has shown him the door. Further ahead, he's diving through, trying to make moves on Labella. Oh my god.
That's pain. Yay. Thanks, Zetene, you're gonna make my job difficult.
Oh my word.
Like,
Zetene, he just ran Tomasetto out of road. Just says, back out of it, mate. Oh my word.
Alex Santana is finally boxing. After 12 laps on those mediums. So yeah, he's gonna have no problem getting to the end. He's gonna have to do 14 laps on hard, so he's gonna have 3 laps fresher tires than everybody else. So towards the end of this race, he could do well, but it just depends where he's gonna come out compared to these guys.
Oh my.
We've got this one long train from 5th down to 14th. Well,
There goes Alex Santana.
So he might. Oh, he's gonna come out behind Jerome, barely. But fresher tires, so he should be able to push. Up, Zenteni's at it again. He's after Lago now, and he's got him. He's got him through the village and loop.
Oh, but further
Zenteni
behind that, Labella maybe under
making
attack.
moves.
The outside goes Tomasetto Alea. Alea's angry. Alea wants to fight back. He's having none of this now.
Yeah.
Look at that. Almost pushing the TRT driver through Lovefield there.
Yeah, Tristan also got past Santa Maria further back as well. So right now Zenteni's in provisional 4th. So it's pretty nice showing from him. But I think there might be some after-race penalties possibly coming his way. It depends what the stewards say after.
Well, that's your forte, I believe.
Yeah.
I do my first share of stewarding elsewhere, but for this place, this is your forte.
Yep. I am I am an admin, the steward, the commentator, the roster swapper guy. I literally do so much work.
You might as well be
CTC.
you might as well run the thing completely.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Lars, when you gonna pass me ownership? Joking, obviously. But yeah.
Oh, further back, Tomasetto Alea almost having another move. Just had to back out that one.
Is Zenteni gonna try and have a? I was gonna say, is Zenteni gonna have a little look at Jensen Rosen now? This AMR driver, I think this is his first race for this season. I don't think I've seen him race in CTC before, so I think it could be his first outing for AMR. Because I know he was scheduled to race before for AMR, but he got to get subbed out like at last minute. And he's putting on a good show for us, as I've got a lovely helicopter shot while watching these guys. I want more helicopter angles. They're always the best angles. But Alex seems to have a very big gap over Lucas Bisner.
Oh, Valentino Labella once again, maybe under attack. Tomasetto Alea still not close enough, forcing Labella to really close up to the back of Francesco Lago though. Oh, there we go! Big dive for Tomasetto Alea to the inside and managing to almost get his foot in the door on the outside, but defended well by Labella. Tomasetto is absolutely sending it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, if I'm being honest. Man's probably not happy with the couple places he's lost in this race to other drivers, so I think he is a man on a mission to try and barge his way through. I see some people moving over to the dirty side of the track to avoid this dirty air.
Oh, once again, Valentino Labella forced into defence. But Tomasetto Alea, I think he's got it this time. He's got the inside line coming out of Lovefield and has opened the door for the TRT teammate Tristan Janssen to make his comeback and pull ahead of Labella. And he's now looking to try and chase down Tomasetto. Oh, further behind that, Alex and Kane are side by side through Cop's corner. And Alex benefits and stays ahead there.
Yeah.
Beautiful racing.
It was Alex attacking Kane to get him.
It?
I was gonna say, I did say keep an eye on Alex, because he is like man is caught up to the back of the field and he's on the move again. He's gonna pick Ivan Santa Maria now on the hanger straight and up into 12th now for the TF10 man. This man is he's on the move. But that's what fresher tires will do to you, as Zenny and Jensen Rosen are side by side over provisional podium spots. And somehow Jensen Rosen's actually going to lose another place to Lago as well. So Jensen losing out 2 places there.
Yeah, he was almost essentially off the track and trying to rejoin side by side with Lago at that point, and now the door's been open for Tomasetto Olea to send it as well. Jensen Rowson's having a disaster. Tomasetto burning the battery. DRS wide open. Can you keep it to the inside? He's certainly going to try into Brooklands, but no, that will give Jensen Rowson the inside into Luffield, who will certainly try and fight it back and maintain his position. But Tomasetto Olea almost keeping a foot in the door, backs out of that wisely and waits for another opportunity.
Yep. Someone in the YouTube chat's asking for tyres, by the way.
Tyres? Tyres? There you go.
Yeah, so Danico's just pitted from the hards last lap around, so he did 15 laps on those hards. So now he's on mediums. His teammate is in now, so they should easily get to the end. Quite interesting to see how quickly they catch up to this pack. For Danico, didn't take that long. It took him a lap. He's already within DRS of Kane, who's at the back of this long train. Ooh, I thought Alex Santana there was gonna have a look. I was having a little look at Valentino Labella there.
So here we go.
So this will be interesting.
Mario, medium tyres. Lawrence Patton completing his pit stop for medium tyres. Danny Caulfield has already boxed on his medium tyres. This is where things are going to get interesting. Lawrence Patton's going to come out in 14th, hopefully ahead of the Red Bull Azura driver, Batiste. Yeah. And he does indeed. So now it's all push, push, push for those drivers on the mediums, looking to benefit on those that have already used the hards. And here goes Alex Santana, looking to try and move past on Valentino Labella to the outside of Brooklands, which is the smart move to get the inside of Luffield, and it's done and dusted.
Yep, Alex Santana trying to make up what is a thing. As Zenny's now into second. He's got past Lucas Besner, and Lago's got past him as well. So what's going at the front here? This AMR driver is flying. Like, what the heck? Like, he's now only second to Atala. Like, what the heck? Where does this pace come from all of a sudden on this guy? Like, he had like no pace in the sprint, and now all of a sudden he's got all the pace in the world. Like, excuse me?
Check game files. Check the files. There's something a little bit fishy. Ferrari is burning oil for speed. I think we've had this happen once before in previous history.
But he's not in DRS of Atala. He's gonna come under pressure from Lago.
Wouldn't be the first time we've seen the Ferrari do something sketchy for a win.
Yeah, man's referring to IRL racing. Ferrari, I've seen that before. Ferrari do some illegal things to get a tactical advantage.
Oh, now all of a sudden he drops a couple tenths. I wonder why.
Because he dropped out of the DRS.
Has he been caught? Francesco Lago. He's not letting this one go. He's starting to close up now.
Santana's now past Tristan Janssen, so Santana now up into 7th.
Lawrence Patton.
TF10 man is on the move. It looks like Patton might get past Santa Maria shortly. As next person for Danico to get past will be Jerome Visser.
Look at this, Lawrence Patton, grip advantage, flat to the floor, picks off Ivan Santa Maria with ease, dives on through Store Corner. Just his teammate ahead of him now. I wonder if Danny will let Lawrence through, if Lawrence is showing to be the quicker driver. Because again, ET8 are going to want to try and maximise their points here, not having the proper drivers joining with this new lineup because of the SimRacing Expo. Is Danny going to let Lawrence through, or are they going to scrap for it?
We'll soon see, but obviously now Atala is just clearly broken away from the rest of the field. So this race should be as good as Tony's unless he makes a big mistake. And Zenteni is just managing to hold on to Lago. I think Zenteni might be struggling with his tyres now, if I'm being honest. man has used them up way too hard, way too early, trying to make so many moves, and I think he's now paying for it. So. Both ETA drivers making a small mistake there. Both going off the road at the Cop's corner. That's unfortunate for them. So, but Danico still managed to keep onto the back of Jerome. Want to try and get past the Shizou driver. Yeah. Atala really showing his pace. He's like really pulled away from the guys behind him.
I half expected this in the second stint, I can't lie. Atala to just get into that rhythm. You saw the advantage in qualifying, and if he's saved enough for the tyre, he's certainly got the advantage here and now.
Why is Baptiste pitted again? I think man should have been okay to the end on those hards, but nope, he's pitting again, so he's gonna put a brand new set
up and under for Lawrence Patton, potentially on his teammate. Danny had a bit of a moment, but no, just couldn't quite get the traction there.
Like if I was Danny right now, with Lawrence all over your butt, I would be like, let your teammate through, lads. Like he's clearly showing I'm faster than you. Get out the way. Yeah, in the gap at the front is getting even further. Tyler 3 seconds ahead, so...
Doing a lot of analysing here. I'm trying to think, because with 6 laps to go and the tyres are starting to show, I don't know whether they're showing a bit of a struggle here for these ETA drivers or what. They're just not gaining pace like I thought they would.
No, the tyres are okay at the minute. It's when you do the opposite strategy. I saw this happen yesterday. The medium runner who did. There was only one person that did the. Yeah, there's only one person that did the alternate strategy, and it actually benefited him a lot because when he swapped onto the mediums, he gained like 7 or 8 places, like rather quickly. But then
Santana's just picked off Tomasetto Alea.
Yeah, and obviously the poor guy got forced onto the grass, locked up the rears, and around he went.
Tristan as well now, giving it a go to Tomasetto Alea to the inside. As we come through, Tomasetto Alea's running deep, he's trying to defend up and under, parks it on the apex and stops Tristan from having any chance of switching it back. That was a bit of a good play for Tomasetto, was able to block any line for Tristan, and now just needs to try and defend a little bit harder now.
Yeah, definitely does. Wants to try and get some more points for Tatum, because Tatum has picked up quite a lot of points in the last few races, so they want to keep those high points in it.
They'll just keep going with the same momentum, really, don't they? They just don't want to start to lose points and start to fall down the field when they've got a lineup that's certainly bringing them some, worthy contention in championships. So. As we look on board to Lawrence Patton again, is he going to benefit out of Chapel Curve with the fresher tyres? He's looking for it to the outside of Store. He'll have the grip to certainly send it harder than Jerome Visser will, but Jerome tried to defend it, and was that off the track for Lawrence? Because he did come back on.
In precisely 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now.
Overtaking off track. Any penalty coming his way? No, he was still on track when the move was completed. Manages to keep that one.
Alright then. So next one for Lawrence to get past is Valentino, and he's already almost up the diffuser of that Tatum, who just had a small wobble coming out of Aintree, so he's going to be a bit under pressure here from the ET8 man.
Lawrence desperately trying to stick into that slipstream and try and get some extra speed to find an open door on Labella. CT8 versus TRT, and he will prevail for obvious reasons. All eyes are set to Lawrence for the fresher tyres, and of course running on the medium tyres, so they're a lot grippier and can attack corners a lot faster. But for how much longer? Running those tyres for 5 laps now.
we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, 7 lap younger tyres, but the hards are probably towards the quite well. Valentino's especially probably quite close to the end of their life. I would assume that maybe towards the end of the race, Valentino's tyres might be at puncture range, possibly. That could be a factor, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, I'm hoping Lawrence can do well. So I was like, when I heard this guy joined ETA, I was like, I was wondering, when is he going to get to race in CTC? I didn't have to wait that long.
Lawrence is dropped off a little bit there to Labella. He's just trying to crucially gain that time back. 3 laps to go! And what a race weekend we've had. We've had drama, controversy, some whoa, what is he doing moments, and you know, it's been a overall good British Grand Prix to say the least. A lot of drivers have stayed within a DRS train.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah. For most of the race, we've had this one long DRS train from 2nd down to 13th. So that's what, 11 drivers?
Gatala further extending his current lead of 5 seconds clear.
Yeah, FBR made the right choice by bringing Tony back.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. He's got the pace, he's got the talent. So you'd be stupid not to have a driver like Gatala on your team. And like I say, he did go off to Veloci Academy, and I think I saw him in E-Series as well, competing in a couple of races, and of course coming in here. He's 5 seconds clear for FBR, and he's going to help FBR get a little bit higher in the standings, which is something that I sort of expect from FBR to be up there as one of those teams that are certainly contenders, as again, they qualified for E-Series. Up to now, everything's slowed down. I feel like Lawrence now might be feeling a little bit of that loss of grip on those mediums, because he's not making inroads like he was that we saw 2 laps ago. We're sort of stuck in P10 now behind Labella, and I think he can only maybe move 1 or 2 places more than that if he gets his head down and is able to find those 10ths in the corners. But for now, on lap 24, this is where you may see the race come to a grinding halt. In that sense. Oh my god. Do you know what I just heard through my headset then? The constant rumble of the apex for all the cars coming through. It was just buzz, 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 buzz. Every car going through. That was quite a sound.
Yeah, looks like the ETA drivers are now starting to struggle on maybe those tyres.
Yeah, so they're not making the inroads. They're not, and we're hitting the penultimate lap now. I feel like the grip advantage they would have had has completely left them now. And this is where we'll see the race come to that grinding halt. It's Alex Santana who's getting mighty close to Jensen Rolson there, and is potentially sizing up what could be the last overtake of the race with how those gaps are looking, as Alex Santana is closing to the back of Jensen Rolson. But oh, there's the dive to the inside of Brooklands. That was brave, but will not have any opportunity coming back through. Luffield is looking for the up and under for the switchback. Can he make it side by side to Woodcott? Not quite yet. Brave, bold opportunities taken by Alex Santana, going later on the brakes and just putting absolute faith in the car that it will stop and rotate, and by God it did.
Yep. Man is trying to get some more positions, get more points for his team, especially when they've only got 1 driver today. But I'll tell you what, he's trying his absolute best, and you've got to give him some props for that.
Zeteni's starting to look like he's closing up potentially to Francesco Largo as well. So maybe that's something to keep an eye on.
about to start the last lap of this race, so
About to. We've been on it for 6 seconds. Says Hatala.
Sorry, these guys are about. Yeah. Yeah, 6.3 is the gap he has. That man is just absolute gone.
He's checked out. He's on his flight. He's already got the kettle on, ready to put his feet up.
Yep, he definitely has.
Francesco Lago's managed to get a bit of breathing space though for Zatenni, and then even further back, Alex Santana, who was looking a little bit racy to the back of Jensen Rowson, has backed off a little bit. Is just not able to find any time. Tomasetto Alea is not finding any gains. Neither is Tristan or Labella. But Lawrence has managed to pull back some time, some tenths. He's now starting to go a little bit more aggressive. And he's gone super wide. Yeah, super wide through Cops. As you can see, just really trying to send what's left of those medium tyres to maybe even gain one more position on Labella. But this, I think, is how it will end, because for Hatala, he's coming down towards the final corners as Francesco Lago has just finished stall. And for Hatala, a nice easy victory as he hits that checkered flag. And for FBR, a well-deserved victory, bringing the best driver to the grid. Francesco Lago for second, Zatenni for AMR taking out the final podium. And for TES, it's Lucas Bezner. FBR finally lock out of 5th position with their teammate Jensen Rowson. Good points for FBR. Alex Santana bringing the fire in the final closing laps for TF10. TRT lock out of 7th and 8th. For ET8, Lawrence Patton. For 10th, SCI, Durans Visser, Tomasetto Alea, Danny Caulfield for ET8 as well, Ivan Santa Maria, Mario Amoroso, Kane Barnett, Batiste for the final position, and then a very controversial Enzo Sum for the final position. And that is it! We've done it! We've made it through the Sprint GP here in Silverstone at Great Britain. And what a race, what a double race it has been, to say the least. And here is your finishing order. Race winner, Hatala, of course, fastest lap. Batiste, well-deserved. Driver of the day, Zatenni, controversial, but made the most overtakes in a way, in one stint. But the most overtakes has been granted to Danny Caulfield, apparently, for ET8. So, well done to all drivers. And there you have your finishing order. Hatala, Francesco Lago and Zatenni taking at the podium. Lucas Bezner, Jensen Rowson, Alex Santana, Tristan Janssen, Valentino Labella, Lawrence Patton, Duran Visser, Tomasetto Alea, Danny Caulfield, Ivan Santamaria, Mario Amoroso, Kane Barnett, Batiste and Enzo Sum. And that is all for round 8. Be sure to join us next week for round 9. Time is yet to be confirmed as it is another race weekend, so be sure it will be an amended time. And it is over at Spa-Francorchamps over in Belgium. But for now, that is all, and we bid you good night.